Hello and welcome to the Dime with me, Skye D. Thank you very much for joining me on my Halloween special. We're going to have some fun, so stick around. Alright folks, thank you again for joining me. I'm actually not going to talk like that the whole time. I'm not trying to offend anybody, I'm just having some fun here. I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed to be. You can hit me back and let me know what you think I look like here. Anyway, Halloween's tomorrow, can't wait, one of my favorite holidays. It's actually a huge college football game tomorrow between USC and Oregon, but we're not going to worry about that right now because we got NFL. We're about halfway through the season. Things are going great. The way it's broke down and developed is very interesting. It's like a two-tier system. You have the haves and the have-nots. There's already the playoffs are halfway through the season. We're already determining who's going to be in the playoffs pretty much, just because these teams are getting such big leads in their division. Teams like Minnesota, New Orleans, obviously Denver's still doing great. Indianapolis is also undefeated. The Patriots are going to make their way into the playoffs. They're 5-2 right now. And then you have these teams that it's like they might as well be in the minor leagues. You got Kansas City, Tennessee, Tampa Bay, St. Louis, Cleveland. And they're basically playing for the first draft pick overall next year. So yeah, that's really interesting. And I'm going to go ahead and pick the playoffs right now. I mean, this isn't a huge stretch here. Based on math, you can see certain things developing. But check it out. These are going to be the 6 teams that make the playoff from each conference straight up. Here you go. After week 7, who can do that for you?
All right, so the playoffs don't even start till 2010. But I'm going to tell you on Halloween who's going to make the playoffs. And it goes a little something like this. From the AFC, the division winners are going to be Indianapolis, New England, Pittsburgh, and Denver. The wild card teams are going to be Houston and Cincy. And I see India and New England playing again for the AFC Championship. In the NFC, the division winners are going to be Minnesota, New Orleans, Arizona, and the Giants. The wild card teams are going to be Green Bay and Atlanta. And I like Minnesota playing the Giants in the NFC Championship. Go ahead and stamp a date on this just to make it official, this prognostication. And those are your 12 playoff teams for this year.
So yeah, Halloween tomorrow, falls on a Saturday, that's pretty groovy. I got to thinking about some NFL players that might dress up as some folks, that they're pretty near to already. And I made this little animated video about a couple guys who actually have a lot of options on Halloween. Check it out.
So it's Halloween weekend, folks, and as I was looking around the NFL for people who could easily dress as a multitude of characters, I came up with a couple of people. I got Michael Vick and Tom Brady. So let's start with Tom Brady. He could go as several things here. I mean, the first and the most obvious one would be a patriot. All right. The next one he can go as would be a guy who left his girlfriend while she was pregnant. The next one he can go as would be a bitch-ass cheater. And finally, he can go as Frankenstein. All right. So, and then we switch over to Michael Vick. He's got even more options. He could start by going as a falcon. He could then go as an eagle. Hell, he could even go as a hokie. That was his mascot in college at Virginia Tech. I'm pretty sure that's a bird. And Michael Vick has even more options. He could also go as a dog killer. He could go as a used-up NFL football player. And finally, he can go as Morpheus from The Matrix. All right, so there you have it. There's some free options for them, and take it or leave it.
Okay, something I haven't done in a couple weeks, I haven't done the show in a couple weeks, is pick some games. And my dog as well is going to pick some games. We're each going to pick 4. She's going to do it by selecting which treat she would like, if you've seen it before, you know what I'm talking about. If not, sit back, relax, and enjoy this. All right, here it is. So Dick's picks and Luna's picks. Check it out.
All right, here's Luna's 4 picks. The treat on the left, in this case, is going to represent the Giants. The one on the right, Philly. She makes her way straight towards Philly. She eats the Giants as well, but she likes Philly. Next one, Denver on the left, Baltimore on the right. That should be a great game. Even though Baltimore's 3-3, Denver's undefeated. Yeah, she's liking Baltimore. No, she can't have Denver. She'll take Baltimore over Denver, though. Vikings on the left, Packers on the right. Game of the week. And she is confident about those Vikings on the road. Interesting. Finally, we have Atlanta versus New Orleans on Monday nighter. Should be very entertaining. Oh, and she's going to take the Falcons on the road against the undefeated New Orleans Saints. So she likes Philly, Baltimore, Minnesota, and Atlanta. I like
the opposite of her in 3 games. I'm taking the Giants over Philly, Denver over Baltimore, the Packers over Minnesota, and I like the Tennessee Titans to finally win a football game.
Okay, kept this show pretty speedy this time, trying to package it in a few shorter minutes than 10 minutes, just because everybody's time is important here in this day and age. And thanks a lot for joining. I'm going to post the link to another video here that I made recently about college football and what a joke the BCS is, an animated video. I've been working in an animated format recently. So you want to go ahead and click on that right here. You can watch a little bit more. Otherwise, thank you very much for joining me, folks, and I will see you in one short week. I took a couple weeks off. I only do that every 6 shows or so. So I'll see you next week, and we're going to keep having fun. Might even wear the costume again. What the hell? All right. Good night.